Ever wondered what it would be like if you could get abducted by creatures or aliens from another world? When you just feel like you don't, well, fit in or anything, even with one of your, well, how should I put it this way? Parents or elders or what have you? Well, that's why I found out in Elio, now playing in theaters. But is this new Disney Pixar film a fun filled out of this world flick for the whole family? Or is this one just worthy enough to keep you stranded on a planet without any air? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Bad Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2025 animated sci fi adventure flick Elio from Disney and Pixar, directed by Melon Sharfian, Dummy Shi, and Adrian Molina. Written by Julia Cho, Mark Hammer, and Mike Jones from a story by Sharafian, Shi, Molina, and Cho. The film features the voices of Yonas Kibreab, Zoe Saldana, Remy Edgerly, Brandon Moon, Brad Garrett, and Jameela Jamil. Now, the story follows the titular character, an 11-year-old boy named Elio Solis, who accidentally becomes the intergalactic ambassador of planet Earth after being up to the Communiverse. Communiverse. Well, you get what I'm saying. By aliens from making contact. And they must form new bonds with eccentric alien life forms and navigate a crisis of intergalactic proportions. Well, Elio now lives with his Aunt Olga after the death of his parents. His aunt is an Air Force major who gave up her aspirations of becoming an astronaut to raise her nephew. Well, Elio wanders off into a closed off exhibit of the Voyager 1 spacecraft where he is awestruck by the notion of discovering other life in outer space. And years later, Elio wishes to be abducted by aliens, tries, well, the beginning and fails and gets into trouble. But soon he manages to make contact. And then he gets hurt, but soon Elio gets in trouble again, and well, Olga sends him to a youth camp, which he completely dreads. There he meets two people who bullied him at the beginning. But anyway, he soon gets to go to this mysterious, well, universe and meets all sorts of strange creatures, which of course includes Ooh and lots of others, but mostly Lord Grigan, who apparently is actually the villain of the film, and his son Gordon. But anyway, that's all this I'm going to give to you. I'm not going to give you much more because this is a spoiler free review, in which you already know that. Now, my thoughts on Elio. Well, I do believe it's not quite one of the best Pixar films by any means. This is a pretty decent film, very good feel to it, and what have you. So apparently, I think this film had a little bit of potential. The film currently sits at 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, where they say, catapulted by its theme of building self-esteem, Pixar's latest cosmic wonder boasts a fanciful world of original creations to dazzling effect. Metacritic has a score of 66. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave it an A, and those surveyed by PostTrack gave it an 83% overall positive score, with 59% saying they would definitely recommend the film. Well, I'm going to say it was pretty good and what have you. I mean, as I said, it's not really one of Pixar's best by any means, but at least it's a good original film, though. I appreciate what they were trying to do with it and what have you. Now, apparently, they had all sorts of people to direct this film. Now, of course, I will say this one might be a wee bit of a surprise and what have you. Now, one of the directors was Domi Shi, or Shai, I'm sorry if I miss, who had recently directed Pixar's recent hit Turning Red a few years back, as well as the short film Bow in 2018. Anyway, yes. Well, actually, the people who worked on this did a pretty decent job. I did like the colorful atmosphere, the strange world of the universe that Elio went to turned out to be, and the creatures there were pretty interesting too. I really liked the little bit of well, hard to say, emotional depth that came in between the friendship between Elio and Gordon, which was really something. So anyway, from my point of view, I think Elio is not too bad at all. The score for the film was composed by Rob Simonson, who had recently done the scores for other films that included 500 Days of Summer, The Age of Adeline, Tully, Love, Simon, Ghostbusters Afterlife, The Adam Project, The Whale, Ends With Us, and Deadpool and Wolverine. So that I give props for. The score was really good, so I have to give that credit to offer. For our voice acting cast, we have Yonas Kibreab as the voice of Elio. I must say, he's a good character. Voicing Olga is Zoe Saldana. Now, although the character was originally to be voiced by America Ferrera, however, because the director wanted to deepen Elio's motivation for wanting to be abducted by aliens, the character was rewritten with Ferrera leading the project due to scheduling conflicts last August. Which, of course, this film was originally supposed to come to us last year, but even before the strike occurred, it got postponed and we got Inside Out 2. But anyway, now where was I? Oh yes, Remy Edgerly voices Gordon, a very funny character, a worm-like alien whom Elio befriends. I gotta say, this character is really something. Brad Garrett voices his father, Lord Grigan. I gotta say, it's really something. Voicing now for others, there's Questa, the Radiant like alien ambassador, voiced by Jameela Jamil. Now, I'm not sure about much. Okay, who had recently voiced Wonder Woman in DC's League of Super Pets a few years back. She's also appeared on some other shows and has recently lent her voices to shows including the DuckTales reboot as well as Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and the reboots of Animaniac and Rugrats as well as Harley Quinn. The animated series. Yeah, she wasn't too bad. Now, next up, we have the blue gelatinous liquid I'm getting tongue tied. Supercomputer. Ooh, that's five O's. And she's voiced by someone who I'm definitely familiar with, Shirley Henderson, who most people would remember her from playing Jude in the Bridget Jones series, as well as Moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Goblet of Fire. Now, I gotta say, she does a great job in her performance. Let's see, there's Brendan Hunt as Gunther Melmac. Now that's a memorable name. Who happens to be a conspiracy theorist. Of course, Hunter's best known for appearing in movies like We're the Millers and Horrible Bosses 2, as well as voicing a couple of characters in the Fallout 4 video game. Is also the co-creator of the hit Apple TV Plus sitcom Ted Lasso. Anyway, and there's lots of others and what have you. So anyway, so you got to admit the voice acting cast is pretty good. So overall, I found Elio to be quite entertaining. Well, again, not one of Pixar's best, but it manages to have some good moments, and I think this is I should rank higher than some other films that I feel like are fine but not great 110%. Unfortunately, however, this film hasn't been doing too well. It only made like 9 million in its opening day. I'm just thinking how disappointing. This film has a budget of 150, so Disney's going to have to try and pull one off if they're going to make it another big hit. Because if you are aware, Elemental didn't open that strong and what have you, but managed to pull it off and gain a lot of money and what have you. So they better do something if this is going to be a hit, or else Disney's going to have yet another big disappointment after that Snow White remake not so long ago. Seriously. But with more recently, Disney having that Lilo and Stitch remake already devouring the competition, DreamWorks just more recently followed up with their How to Train Your Dragon remake. This isn't going to be easy. So, for Elio, I wish this film the best of luck. It's going to need it big time. Or else Disney and Pixar's going to have their biggest disappointment to date. And by that, I mean money making. But please go see Elio. Support this film. This has to be a good big hit in ways. For my score, I'm gonna give Elio 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. So, what did you think of Elio? Tell me what you thought about in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Sorry, forgot my salute. Support my channel, help help support my channel, make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you'd like to. And join me next time when I do the next part of my Do You Remember UPN Kids special, where I'll be doing the third part of part 2 and talk about the Incredible Hulk. So if you like this, check out my reviews for these other Pixar films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Up. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Wall-E. Or if you would like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of their recent hit from last year, 2024's Inside Out 2. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.